Um, Uplifted, enhanced, exaggerated. What's happening, Boot Junkies? Mike Delgadio here, back with another video on home studio setup for voiceover. And today we're going to compare two different microphones. And this is going to be totally unfair. I mean, we've got two vastly different microphones to compare. The first one we're going to compare is like a $50 eBay special, and we're going to compare it to a really awesome pro grade voiceover microphone. The two microphones we're going to talk about is the AKG Perception 100. I don't think they make this one anymore, but if you look on eBay, you can find this microphone like all day long for 50 bucks. XLR mic, really basic. And we're going to compare it to the Neumann TLM 103 voiceover microphone. That's one of the ones I use here in my booth, and it's like $1,000 microphone. And you'll see lots and lots of prominent voice actors use this microphone. So this right here, this is the AKG, and like I said, this is an entry level. This is an entry-level microphone. New, it was probably like $100. Used, it's probably like $50. This is a cardioid microphone. Cardioid means that there is a heart-shaped pattern of sensitivity around the microphone. So there's a sensitive side and there's a less sensitive side, and it's generally in a heart shape. So imagine the tip of that point of the heart, the thing that all my kids make this part right here. This part is the microphone, and there's sensitivity that goes out in a circle around it. Sorry, I didn't put my pop filter on there. Hopefully I'm not popping it too bad. My headphones are not in the booth, so we're going to roll with it. So there's it's a cardioid pattern. It is transformerless. It's solid state. It's got this silver color, which is okay. It's made of metal, the microphone. It's got a basket. It's not bad looking. It's okay looking. It's a fine microphone for $50. And this is the Neumann TLM 103 cardioid microphone. TLM stands for transformerless microphone number 103 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how the name says TLM 103. You see it all the time in voiceover studios. Lots of voice actors use it. It's a very popular, very common microphone. And it costs about $1,000, way more than the AKG Perception microphone. And it is also a cardioid pattern, which means everything on the sensitive side of the mic, there's a sensitive side of the mic, and there's a less sensitive side of the mic. So everything on the sensitive side of the mic, I can hear it crystal clear. And it is a cardioid pattern. A lot of the more expensive Neumann microphones can be, they're more expensive because they're great microphones, but they are multi-pattern. And voiceover artists generally don't need omnidirectional or figure eight or stereo or any of those different things. We just need the cardioid pattern. So you're able to save a little bit money by having the same capsule, but just in the cardioid pattern. You don't have to pay for the other patterns. One of the things I really like about the Neumann is its color. It's got this really luxurious sort of gold tone to it. It really gives you a sense of luxury about the microphone. And it really gives you a sense of confidence. When you're in front of the microphone, you really feel like you're using a luxurious piece of equipment that's really going to help enhance your career. The AKG is just, boring old silver. But this Neumann gold, Okay, so why did I do that? When people are starting in voiceover, there's one thing that they're always asking about is, should I get a different mic? What mic should I get? Microphone. And yeah, sure, microphones are important. But pretty much, if you have a large diaphragm condenser mic, there's a pretty good chance that it's gonna be okay in the beginning for the level of work that you'll be eligible for. What you rarely hear people talk about is the recording space. And people will spend a lot of time figuring out how much money should I spend, saving all their money towards a microphone, and never about the space that they're recording it in. 90% of your sound comes from the space that you're recording in. Has nothing to do with the microphone. I just showed you a $50 microphone and a $1,000 microphone. The $50 microphone sounds great compared to the $1,000 microphone because of the recording space where it is being recorded. The $1,000 microphone sounds kind of like crap, or the recordings sound like crap because the recording space where it's being recorded doesn't sound really good. So when you're thinking about budgeting to begin a voiceover career, one of the things that you absolutely must think about budgeting for is the recording space. That means two things that you need to keep track of and be thinking about when you're setting up your recording space. One is it has to be quiet, right? You can't have that ambient noise all around you, like traffic noises or the washer and dryer or the furnace or the dishwasher or the ceiling fan or your computer fans or all the different things that can make noise that get into the microphone. This microphone is a very sensitive ear. It hears everything on the sensitive side. It even hears stuff on the less sensitive side, but it hears everything on the sensitive side. So you have to make sure that your recording space is quiet. Now that comes into the word that you would use for that is soundproofing. Soundproofing means to try and keep out undesired outside noises out of the microphone. No space that you can create in your house will ever be totally soundproof, but you need to make it so that it is quiet enough that the ambient sound does not compete with your voice. Quiet, soundproofing. The other aspect is acoustic treatment. And acoustic treatment means that the sound quality of your quiet space is also pleasing. For a singer, it might have a nice, pleasant airiness and reverberance to it that is nice. For a voiceover artist, we want dead. It means that you can't detect, you can't visualize what the room is that this is being recorded in. It shouldn't sound like a hallway or an opera house or a bathroom or some other place. You need to make sure that the space sounds dead. And the way you do that is by adding absorbent material to the walls. That's what I have all over my booth here, is this really thick absorbent material. Some on the roof, some on the walls, some on the wall behind me. 4 inches thick that absorb my voice. From once it gets into the wall, it absorbs that sound and doesn't let it back out. So there's no echoes, there's no reverberance, and there's also no standing wave that lives inside this room. So as I hit different notes or different pitches with my voice, different frequencies, there's none that get either cut out or, even worse, uplifted, enhanced, exaggerated. There are some that get exaggerated. If you've ever sung in the shower and you know there's like one magic frequency that as you're humming, it gets much louder. That's called a standing wave. You have to make sure that you don't have anything like that here in your booth. And so you add absorptive material all over your room. The thicker the better. Like if you need a hard and fast rule, the thicker the better. So all of this is to say, as you're embarking on your career, your recording space is more important than your microphone. Make your space sound good first, then worry about getting your forever microphone. So that's the advice I have for you today. Think about your recording space. If you want, I'm happy to show you how to make acoustic panels and talk about acoustic panels for your home studio. If you'd like to see me make one, just, I'm going to do like what all the YouTubers do. Like, subscribe, do all those things that make it seem like my channel's super popular. Just hit a like or leave a comment or something. I'm happy to show you how I've made acoustic panels to help with sound treatment. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. Check out my playlist of all the booths I've improvised as I travel around and have to do recordings. Take a look at those, but you'll see that the microphone isn't really the thing I'm worried about. Yeah, I have a good mic, sure. But it's not the thing I worry about during my recording sessions when I'm traveling. It's about making the space sound good. Doesn't matter that I've got a $1,000 microphone with me. If the space sounds like crap, the recording will sound like crap, and you'll get rejected every single time. So, your recording space is paramount. Concentrate on that. That's what I have. Leave me a comment if you'd like me to make some acoustic panels and show you how I do it. Yeah, and that's it. So, go find some absorbent material and a cheap mic and record something amazing.